Alright, so hello there. I am Puffalo One. How's everyone doing? And this is Victorious Boxers 2, which is a Makata Ippo boxing game. You know, that anime slash manga, whatever like that. I watched the majority of the anime, but I have yet to watch the manga or whatever like that. If anything, I may skip past the parts of it that's related to like the actual like anime or whatever like that because like there's over 1,000 something volumes or chapters or whatever you call it for the manga and stuff like that. Anyway, finna start the 16-man tournament. I have talked about this stuff before, but like yeah, it's a 16-man tournament and stuff like that. I'm not gonna really say nothing because we're gonna talk about this stuff when we get on to the game and stuff like that before we start the tournament. So this is just showing you the rounds and stuff like that, what we doing per round. Because it goes what? The round of 16, the round of 8, the semifinals, and then the final. That's how it goes and stuff like that. Right here, there's nothing really but on like the passwords. If you want to, I'll make it big enough where you can see it and stuff like that. For like, getting extra characters and stuff like that. Yeah, put this stuff on there. You can basically find it online if stuff like that. You just look up the game, Victorious Boxers 2, and the passwords or whatever. And this is for the codes and stuff like that. Like only game I ever had to use like codes and stuff for that didn't already have them on there is Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 because they didn't already have the codes on there. Like WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy, you can automatically put in the code thing and allows you to lock everything automatically for those games. But like with Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, I had to put in 5 codes. The first one was something called Enable Code or whatever, and then the next one were 4 codes, and like all 4 of them are for lock everything. So I just put unlock everything 1, 2, 3, and 4 and stuff. Yeah, but this is for that stuff. If you don't have or don't want to go about it with the other stuff. But I think this unlocks way more than what these codes are unlocking and stuff. Because I'm not sure if I got the bear unlock on the game and stuff. Um, this person right here is actually the person who's responsible for me being able to do this tournament because it wasn't for his video, what you see right here, the hidden gem of PS2 boxing games, Makata Ippo 2, Victorious Road. Because if it was for me watching this video, I would know there was a version of this game that actually has the game in English rather than have it in Japanese. Because if you don't speak Japanese or can't read Japanese, it gets more difficult and stuff like that. Like because there's a guy on YouTube, his channel. I think I got it on my phone now. I had just looked him up to see what it's called. Boxing Fanatico. He is his channel is actually pretty good, but like I think he's doing the game with what's it called, the Japanese version, which is called Boxers Road 2, which is the Japanese version of the game and stuff like. Well, it's not the Japanese version. I shouldn't say that. It's with Japanese subtitles and writing instead of in just English for the whole entire game. They're both the exact same game. It's just there's the Japanese version of it and there's the one that's in English or whatever like that. So like that's just basically the difference and stuff. It's the exact same game. Because I even went and watched somebody who's playing the game in Japanese to see if like anything looks different or better with the Japanese version. Because sometimes that's what they do with games. Like whoever's the originator of it, they put more content or they'll make the game slightly different for their version, and then they'll make it whatever for the other version of it and stuff. But yeah, they basically made this game the exact same. There's not really a difference between them. So that's pretty cool. This right here, I was trying to do the tournament earlier, but like I decided that we're gonna have endurance turned all the way up because like we was doing the tournament, like the first 3 fights all ended in the first round. So I was like as long as they'll still be able to knock down people with their strikes, we're gonna have the endurance turned all the way up. So like the endurance being turned all the way up don't stop people from getting knocked down. Cause like I did like a little exhibition, and I basically used, as you see right here, Makata Ippo, the start of his career, like when he first started boxing, and then when he's actually become a pro boxer, stuff like that, and like they were still able like to do good damage to each other. But depending on how it goes and stuff like that, we may have to do some other stuff with it, because like I don't know what stuff should be for each and every character and stuff like that. So I guess I was just gonna do endurance, because like each character is gonna hit a certain amount of away anyway. Like the speed and power and endurance, it doesn't really make a difference, because people still gonna be like, no matter what speed you give a character, they still gonna be as fast as what their style allows them to be and stuff like that. And the same thing with power, I believe. So like it's not too big of a factor. I just want the matches to be as competitive as they can be. But what I may end up doing is just leave the stats the way they are, and then just do a second tournament with endurance up higher and stuff like that. You know, because I just want the fights to be as competitive as they can be and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's go into the actual game and we can get started. Yeah, now we gotta wait for this stuff to load up, but that means yeah, because we can still go here. So that's what's going on. So I will show you what this stuff means though, since we're on to here. So like knockdown, I mean count stop means when somebody gets a KO count or whatever like that at the end of a round. If it's turned on, that means like once the bell ring for the signal for the end of the round, the count stop even if you're knocked down around the time of the bell ringing and stuff like that, or right before it, or whatever. The round automatically ends. And if it's turned off, that means like somebody gets knocked down, the bell rings, but they still gonna count to the 10 count and stuff like that. So that's what it's turned on, because we got the round of 16 or whatever like that, and like they're only fighting 4 rounds and stuff. Then we move right along, TKO after 3 downs per round and stuff like that. That's what I got it set to. So like all you got to do is knock somebody down 3 times to get them out of there in a single round though. It's different than if you watch my Virtual Pro Wrestling videos. Because Virtual Pro Wrestling, you got a certain amount of points you can have taken away from you, and once they're all taken away, then you lose the fight. But with this, it's 3 knockdowns in a single round, and the fight's over and stuff like that. So that's the big difference with that. And this is talking about the rounds or whatever, you know. Yeah, we're gonna put it on that gym or whatever, and then now we'll have the music at random. We're gonna have this stuff where it's at, and we're just showing you the stuff. And then what's the next gym? Because like has to be another gym on here. Damn. Alright. Yeah, so I'll just show you the Western stuff. I'm trying to see if they're gonna have something for it and stuff like that, but like, see, I don't even have all this stuff actually like done and stuff, because like you'll see nothing for the what's the name. Alright, so we're gonna save that under here real quick. And like we could easily say if it's same, because like it got today's date on there, so that's how you know for sure that it was actually saved or whatever. What else I was gonna that's pretty much about it. We could get started with the tournament and everything then. Oh yeah, we could take a look at all the combatants real quick. So these are all the people. I'm not gonna stay too long on them. A lot of them are Thailand and Japan at the bottom of it, just because the order of the names and stuff. Well, you got one U.S. fighter right there. You know. So without further ado, we're going to get started for everything. So this is the first match of the round of 16, and yeah, we're gonna. I'm thinking that we should, but I don't really care if we don't. So I want it to be like that. Yeah, we're gonna have it like that. And wherever it happens, happens. Wait, before we change it, I gotta press it. And then we can go in here. And then we can have it go here. Turn that all the way up. Put on the hardest. And we're gonna do the whole entire round of 16, so we have to do all fights on one video, then so be it. Or we may do half. If it goes over an hour and we're not almost done, we're only gonna do half of them. Alright, enjoy. Because like I was saying earlier before, yeah, there's no HUD, which I hate, but it is what it is. Still a great game at the end of the day. Like, when I had it, where I didn't have the endurance turned all the way up, as you just saw me do just now, it was trash. The fights were trash. Like, people would get knocked out in the first 30 seconds of the beginning of the fight. Like, what is the world going on? And then even when we got cause like I only saw like 3 or 4 matches. Like, even when you got to people who were both like seemed like they was on like the same level with each other. Cause like right here, you know, this guy right here, he's probably an amateur or like that. That's why he still got on like the ring gear and stuff like that, the training gear. And then like when they first fought, he got knocked down twice in the first 30 seconds. You can see now with this, they can fight for a little bit longer, but look at that. He's still getting knocked down, just not as quickly. See? Look, it took over 30 seconds. Instead, it took in like 20 or 15 seconds. So the endurance thing didn't really change nothing for nobody, because like wherever your technique and power and strength of the character itself is still gonna be there. It's just that like you can adjust them if you're playing as them to like give them like a better chance of winning, I guess. Like for like career mode, or just for if 2 people are playing against each other. But I rather it be default for that type of stuff. Like as not default as in like, you know, everything be balanced. I mean default as like what the character's normal stuff would be set to. You know? Look at that. He's still getting worked, but at least it's not getting taken out in the first 30 seconds. Is going a little bit better than what it did last time. Last time he even lasted a minute, where everything being balanced and stuff. So we can also see that like, you know, styles make fights. He actually made it to the second round. All right. Without further ado, you're gonna watch the rest of it. I'm not gonna be really bothering you too much. See, he threw 45 and oh, my bad. All right, enjoy. You know, I'm actually gonna do like commentary. I'll try to do commentary. Guy in the green shirt, he gotta stay off the ropes, but he needs to throw more than one shot at a time. You see him because like he's probably just starting out his career, so he's throwing one punch at a time. And like not only that, but like there you go, double jab into a cross. There you go. He's throwing a little bit more, some multiple jabs out there. There you go, get knocked down. Get knocked down. His first knockdown of the fight. Because he's down. He lost the first round 10-7 because he got knocked down twice. So right now he's winning this round 10-8 so far. But why he stay in the corner? He posed a immediately came out of the corner, man. His opponent seems way quicker than him. He got his hand speed is keeping up with the guy in the black shorts, but like sweatpants, he gotta do more than that, man. Cause like this waiting in the corner was bad for him, but like now he's doing something. Oh, nice shot to the body. Nice shot to the head. Oh my goodness. Was that a right hook to a left hook? Or a rear hook to a lead hook? I like saying lead and rear instead of left and right. Oh my goodness, the start. Oh my goodness, they just came back towards each other here. He got him down again. Oh, that's 2 knockdowns. He needs one more knockdown and he can secure this secure the whole entire fight, because you only need 3 knockdowns in a round to win for the round of 8. Oh, he ain't getting back up. That was a nice one. I think that was a jab. Like, soon as they said they could go again, he just straight up jabbed him and like it was just done. But he did way better. He actually managed to get a knockdown. He actually managed to get a knockdown. Now, are they gonna show like the total scores and stuff like that? Yeah. So he landed at 51%. Okay. Red corner, where he landed at 55%. Okay. He had 4 knockdowns, I believe, because he had he had 2 knockdowns in the first round. Then he had 3 knockdowns in the second round. So he had 5 knockdowns, and his opponent only knocked him down once. Okay. Moving right along. We gotta put it back on to the controller 2. Yeah. Put it back on to controller 2. We're gonna turn this all the way up. Put that on strong, and then we're gonna switch back around to player 1. Move it right along. I'm glad that it's actually like still doing good with the characters and stuff like that. Alright. Second fight of the round of 16. Start. Okay. These guys are moving a little bit stiffer. They must be more so on the power side. Or it's just the start of the fight, you know, and they're just seeing where each other is going to be fighting at and stuff like that. So they seem a little bit stronger. Especially the guy in the blue. See how bigger he is. He's big for the weight class too, you know? He look like he definitely cuts more weight. So like he probably is more on the power side, you know? Being the bigger fighter and stuff like that. But his opponent, even though he looks smaller, he's probably not that much smaller. You know? Probably just cuts less weight, you know? Dang. That was a nice lead hook to the side of the skull to take him down for the first knockdown. I like his ring gear. The guy in the orange, I like his ring gear, especially his shoes. Got cool shoes and stuff. Oh my goodness, he is just slipping and ducking under all these punches, man. Orange should try an uppercut, you know, if he continues to just duck under him every time he swings, should try an uppercut. Look at that movement though, man. The way they dodge punches, and like, if you watch that video for the Kaizen dude, he'll explain to you like there's not really like a block button on this game. What they use instead of blocking is like, depending on what type of guard and stuff you can do blocks, because you got so much range with your ability to like dodge punches with your movement with your waist and stuff like that. You see how they're moving around and stuff. So like, instead of having like block buttons, depends on what type of fight style you have, and like you'll just naturally block with that, with your arms and your gloves and stuff. The guy in the orange, he only got to get knocked down one more time, and the guy in blue wins. Oh, got lucky right there. 47%. He landed 9 jabs. Look at that. He's landing nothing but power shots. He's landing the hooks.
Round 2.
Majority of his is landed. Over 50 freaking hooks land. Dang. He's throwing a lot of them though. But that includes the body hooks as well, not just the ones to the head and stuff. Nice jab coming from the guy in the orange. He can't afford to get hit. That's the main thing right now. He cannot afford to get hit. I think you only need like a certain amount of knockouts. We saw the previous fight, dude got knocked down 5 times and stuff like that. Oh my god. He hit him with like 5 or 6 hooks to the head on the way down.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Take the whole
7.
8.
Box.
Oh, he went to 7. Okay. There you go. At least pay him back with at least one knockdown guy in the orange. Come on. Knock him down at least one. There you go. They connected at the same time, but like I guess he was just a little bit faster.
2, 3, 4.
He would have the best luck in the world if he would have got knocked out on the first knockdown. Cause like, well, this could be his time for some momentum. But I think it's just that the guy in the blue, he just hit him with harder shots, and he keep on ducking his shots. It's over. I think that was the third one.
1.
No, that's my bad. That's 4 knockdowns.
4.
So right now,
5.
he has 2 10-7s.
7. Box.
You know? Oh my goodness. You gotta stop, man. He needs to throw more uppercuts, man. Oh man. But yeah. That was I may be wrong, but I don't think I've seen any uppercuts being thrown on either side and stuff. Or like low body hooks because you can catch him on the head if you just, he was, weaving back and forth while ducking low and stuff. You can catch him on the head when he's doing that with the hook. Especially if he's weaving to the left, when he's weaving to the left, when his head comes back towards the right, you can crack him with the hook coming from the opposite direction, because if he's going one way, more likely he's going to come back the other way unless he goes back upward. Anyway, good fight so far. I'm glad that like the what's the name didn't matter too much, because I thought that was going to matter. That's the reason I was trying to keep the stuff in wherever it was supposed to be at. Alright, let's do the same thing for the other side, and then we can start with the third match of the round 16. Yeah, I just want them to be able to fight for longer and stuff like that. Because even in these first 2 fights, we saw the difference in power with characters and stuff like that. Goodness. You saw how low we got the speed and stuff now, and you saw like these are what's the name? I don't know what it's called. These are I forget what the technical term is, because like if you go back out of the game and stuff like that, you can see like what stuff is called for certain fighters and stuff. So like you just do like 6 or 8 punches or whatever.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, Six.
Okay, whoever faces the
7. Box.
I won't say violet. It's not pink and it's not purple necessarily. Whoever faces violet, cold, clothing, you need a peekaboo style probably to like that. Did he just do a somersault?
1, 2, 3.
Because like I
Four,
said earlier, you need a lot
five,
more head movement to
six,
think, but like I think you need a
7.
charge.
Box.
Like the way his hand is just open like that. But look at him. He's just as open as you because like he has his hands low. You know, he fights his hands down. Every time his hands come up is when he starts punching. Oh man, and if he automatically, if he starts the freaking 5 or 6 combination, you should just dodge it, like, or side, as in like sidestep it or something.
Stop.
And then just start hitting him. Because like, it seems like even if you're not in front of him, he's gonna still throw those 8 punches or 10 punches.
Round 2.
He got 2 knockdowns off of you. Yeah, stay low. He's not throwing a lot of rapid fire punches low and stuff like that. So I think like the best course of action would be like to stay low and then just stay away basically. And like he's low and stuff like that. He's only throwing like 1 or 2 punches either down, but he's so fast. I wouldn't know. I'm just talking or trying to do commentary to my little small knowledge. Oh, I didn't know that. You saw how he just deflected the punch with his glove? They hit gloves and it deflected which way he was going. See that? He just deflected the glove, the punch. So that's why his hand is out like that. He can deflect punches. I did not know that. But when this motherfucker throws 8 or 10 punch combinations, you ain't deflected nothing. See? You ain't deflect that jab. This guy hit right in the face right there. I was able to deflect that jab. And with enough freaking knockdowns, you're gonna eventually not gonna be able to recover anyway. So he is deflecting punches. You gotta do something, man. You can't just sit there and let him freaking just throw those punches, man. You gotta sidestep him or pivot or something and hit him while he's just standing in place. Because that's the only time he's not really moving too much. When he throws that 10-piece or 8-piece combination. Like those 8 punch combinations or 10 punch combinations, because he throws so fast, they're probably 8. Could be possibly 10. So that's pretty. I think there probably are special moves on here. Yeah, that's it.
Technical knockout.
Yeah. He was doing well, man. The guy in the ring, he was doing well. It's just that he got overwhelmed the whole entire time. Look at that, 75 punches thrown. Let's see how many jabs he landed. 27. Oh my goodness. He threw almost 200 punches in under 2 minutes. Shit. Alright. So right along, we're going to the 4th matchup. Yeah, I just got it set up already, and we can just go over here and put it on the player 2 side. I don't know why it can't just be on one. This game is worth it. That's all I have to say. Alright, everything looks alright. This will be the 4th match, I believe. Right? that leopard print, right? Or is that cheetah print? Leopard. Yeah, leopard print. Oh my goodness. They're both fast. And the coolest thing about this is like, it's like, I like most video games or whatever like that. Like, no matter if it's a combat sports game or a fighting game, like, usually like different fighters, they're different or matchups are different because like like with traditional fighting games, you got like the grappler who's probably like a wrestler or sambo or judo or something like that. And then you got like the striker, so it could be like a brawler or some type of discipline with like boxing, karate, kung fu, muay thai, taekwondo, and stuff like that. With the grappling, I don't think I think I forgot to mention sambo and stuff like that. Yeah, that sort of thing. They are fast. Can't even really commentate if I don't know exactly where they are and stuff like that. They are dead behind each other. Oh my goodness. Guess that's what happens when you move like that.
2,
Shit.
3, 4.
I thought the guy, I thought the guy in the leopard
6,
print was gonna get the first
7,
knockdown, but I guess I was wrong. He's another guy who fights with his hands down, so he's just like the last guy we just saw. That could be an interesting fight if the leopard print guy wins because he would be facing somebody who fights the same as him. Nice shot to the body right there. I think he's better than the guy that we just saw previously with the movement though, the guy in the leopard print. So who won the round then? Because they both got knocked out. I'm guessing it may be the guy with the leopard print. I forgot what the percentage was for the other guy, or his boxing percentage or whatever. Let me pause real quick. No, damn it. I wish it had that stuff on here though. If you ever play like the basketball or football or hockey or any of the sports games, like when you pause, you could look at the stats per quarter or total and shit like that. And like, I wish they had that with this, where you could pause it, you could see the stats and stuff like that. I thought I could, but guess you just gotta remember what it was and stuff. They're both fast, but you can clearly tell this guy is moving a lot more than his opponent. He fights kind of similar to Prince Hassan, except for he's not. Well, they all kind of fight like Prince Hassan with the like head movement and low hands and stuff. Oh my goodness.
1,
Did you see his jaw?
2,
The way his jaw was when he
4,
got hit?
5, 6, 7. Box.
Yeah, because he could keep his hands a little bit closer to his face and stuff. So after he punches, they'll immediately back up towards his face. Like somebody with a peekaboo or style that keeps their hands close to their face will have a better time against his fighting style with the guy with the low hands. Because his stuff is all about movement and getting around you and stuff. And like the thing is, the bad thing about that guy is like he's dodging you, but as he's dodging you, his hands are low the whole time that he's dodging.
1,
If he just keep his hands up when he weaves or bobs or something, he would not get hit cleanly as he does and stuff.
7. Box.
And those overhands are what's tagging him. He's moved to the left or right, and then he gets hit with the overhand. See, another overhand. It's gonna knock him out this round. Or will he survive? Uh-oh. Last minute. I think that's the last minute of the round. Dang. At the bell, and I think that was 3. No, that was 2. Okay. That was 2. Because if it would have been 3, I think the fight is just over with. Even if he gets knocked out at the bell.
Round 3.
It's weird, because he looks like he's like, what's the name? Like, you saw the guy with the letter print. He looked like he was like in a daze or like worried or something just now when he's sitting in his corner. Could be wrong about that. It probably was the way his face looked at the start of the fight.
1,
Got knocked down to start the round.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Guy in the red and white. He's
7,
gone.
8, 9, 10.
Who do you think is going to win? Because you know those two are going to face off with each other in the round of 8. I believe this was I believe that was the fourth fight. Yeah, I wasn't really too concerned with oh shit, I feel like just start. Oh wait, that's how I saved it. Okay. I guess we'll save it after we get done with the round of 16, but I'm also gonna do this with the save state. Alright, move right along. Yeah. So those two, that's gonna be an interesting matchup. Stuff like that. But anyway, on to the next one. Let's put it on player 2 real quick. Yeah, I was just trying to make sure the fights were going longer instead of just having to be boring and stuff like that. Because, like, if you can still knock somebody down or knock somebody out in the first round, it doesn't matter what you do with these. Because they all got the same thing. It's not like I gave somebody different stats for them. Alright, get started. Enjoy.
Round 1.
And on YouTube, there's a person who did like a stick animation for boxing, and I think it only has like 3 or 4 episodes so far. But it's actually pretty freaking good, and you should probably think about checking it out. It's on YouTube, which means free to watch or whatever. I know the name of the channel though. It's called Mike I Mike I Animation, as in MICI Animations, and it's actually freaking pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Also, if you ever heard of the manga, I think it was on what's the name? It was on the first time I heard about it, I think it was on Webtoons. But I just saw like chapters for it on Webtoons for like YouTube or whatever. I was just watching it just to watch it on, like, watch a chapter or 2 of it on Webtoons. I don't like using Webtoons because like that token shit in order to like watch new episodes of certain stuff. Because like some of those that be on Webtoons, you can find them on what's the name? Manga Reader, the thing I use all the time. That I read manga on all the time. And there's other websites you can use and stuff like that where like only time you can't watch a chapter is if they haven't came out with new chapters yet. Because there's something, I believe, let me look on this phone as this is going on. What's it called? Zombie World. Yeah, if you don't know what Zombie World is, check that out. That's pretty freaking good. Kill the Hero. That's another cool one.
Round two.
I think everybody knows about All Arounder. That's an MMA one. Fight Class 3. That's pretty good. Diner. Lockdown. No Escape. Um, Kugan Ashra. That everybody knows about that. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, they have a manga. You can find that on here. There's sumo mangas on here and the Baki ones. I'm currently which one am I on? I'm currently reading the Baki one, but I'm the Baki the Grappler or whatever like that. But I'm currently on the part that takes place after what they finna be on now when the new season comes out. I think it's supposed to come out later, sometime this year, like October or something. With Piccolo, I mean not Piccolo, Pickle. Yeah, for Baki the Grappler. I'm gonna watch the animation the anime series. It does take a lot of its subject matter from directly from like the, because like that's what anime does. It takes it directly from the manga, and sometimes they'll cut out stuff because like you only got so much time, and like if you're doing like 30-minute episodes, but like they only really do 30-minute episodes because you got to think of the ads and stuff like that. So it's really like 20 or 21 minutes and stuff. And like that's including the ads and the freaking intro and the outro or ending, the opening and the ending. Think of intro or outro with a song, but that's what they are, the themes and stuff like that. But I'm talking about the openings and the endings and stuff like that for shows. So it's really like 18 minutes, stuff like that. But some of them do have it for a longer period of time. They do have it for like the whole 22 minutes, and it's the actual show. All right, that was round two. Damn. Are they being knockdowns? I wish it would tell us. I wish it would tell me the score,
Round
because
three.
that's like the one thing I hate with combat sports as a whole. Is like let motherfuckers know what the score is. Like why is it that professional fighting and shit like that, prize fighting or whatever you want to call it, combat sports? Why is they like the only fucking thing where like you don't know who won what until the whole fight is over and shit like that? Like fuck all that drama at the end with like what they be like. I mostly watch MMA, so I'll tell you like 48, 47, red corner, 48, 47, blue corner, and for the winner 49, 46 for your winner, and still and all that dumb shit like they want it because like wherever the problem is, they'll want it to be like people won't fight as hard if they don't know like if they're winning or losing or something. If you're winning the fight, you're not gonna take as many risks, and if you're losing the fight, you're not gonna you're gonna take more risks and stuff like that to get the victory. Well, as much as that like may like mess up with the excitement or this or that with a fight and stuff like that, ain't that's what sports do already? If you think about it, in football, like after the 2 minute warning, if you're up, you are not doing nothing but doing running plays and keeping the ball from going outside the lines and stuff like that, so you can run the clock. Same thing for basketball. In the last 5 minutes, or the last 5 minutes or 2.5 minutes, like if you're up by like 10, you're only taking the shot once you're below 10 what's the name, 10 seconds and stuff like that. Once you're at like 10 seconds, that's the only time you're really taking a shot. It's under 10 seconds. Unless you got wide open shot and you know you're going to hit it, then yeah, you take the shot early. But most of the time, they're not taking the shot until like the last few seconds, and they'll probably try to get the ball up or something. Why he look like Makadaipo? Well, he kind of does in the face or whatever. Yeah. So like, I don't get that with the not
Last
knowing
round.
Oh, they dang. Were there any knockdowns? I wonder what the scoring card is gonna be. Sorry for not really paying attention. Nice shots to the body. Ducking him and hitting him in the body with his lead hand. They're both unorthodox. I wonder if I would put any character on here we could probably talk to fighters who's on similar levels and stuff like that. There you go. Yeah, but like that is always annoying to me because like a fighter, if the there's also the main thing that's bad about not having like live judging or whatever like that, at like knowing the score after every round is like it kind of lets certain judges get off scot free for making bad calls and stuff and not knowing what they seeing and shit like that. You know, because like I know I don't know the ins and outs of boxing and stuff like that. And it's more about how many punches you land and stuff like that. Because it's also about the blocks and stuff like that you have with the boxing as well. Did you block the shot and stuff like that? Because like I think you get points for blocking as well and stuff like that. I think probably like straights and uppercuts and crosses and stuff like that. They get scored the most, and then like you get scored a little bit less for like jabs and stuff. It's the second person who did a somersault.
1, 2, 3,
I'm
4,
not sure who's gonna win, either the guy in green or the guy in blue.
7, box.
But this was a pretty balanced fight then, or like they was evenly matched because they went to decision. Okay, I'm just gonna see what the heck it was for the total. Okay, show the total. Yo, 400 punches thrown at 37%. Okay. 350 punches thrown at 56%. Okay. So the red corner got it. All the judges have it the same. He had to get knocked down. So I'm guessing he got knocked down in one of those rounds also. Because like when you get they probably both would like knock each other down in the rounds and stuff like that as well. Because let's see. With 4 rounds, 40-36 is what it'll normally be, you know, if you won all 4 rounds. Because four you'll have what's it? You'll have 4 10s, which is 40, and your opponent will have 4 9s, which will be 36. But they said 37-38, and we know that the guy in the blue got knocked down in the 4th round. So that'll make one of the rounds he won a 10-8. And that means his opponent had to have like a 10 what? A 10-8 in a certain 10-7. Yeah, a 10-8 or 10-7. I forget. But 37 means to get a score of 37. That means you had to have at least 110. No, you wouldn't have to have. No, he did win that last round though. 10-8. So let's say last round was a 10-8. So he has a 10 there. And that means he lost the other 3 rounds as 10-9. Yeah. Yeah, he had to lose the last 3 rounds as 10-9s and shit like that because in order to have a 37, you need a 10 and you need 3 9s and stuff like that. So he won 1 round and then he lost the other rounds 10-9. Yeah, so it was a close freaking fight, but he still ended up losing. So yeah, he did look like he got really out. He didn't really get outboxed, but like 50%, 56%, and then then he had what was it, 35%, but he did throw more though. So yeah, a he had a 10-8 in that fourth round, and then the other rounds had to be 10-9s and stuff like that. So that's won the first, lost the first three rounds and got a 10-9 the last round. And then his opponent won the first three rounds, all tens, and then got eight for the last round. Because when you get knocked down, that gives you an eight and gives your opponent a 10. And for every knockdown you get in the same round, it drops again and again and stuff like that. So you get dropped twice in the same round, that's a 10-7. You get dropped three times, that's a 10-6. But like nobody's going to get dropped three times in one round because if they do, they're just done. So there's no 10-6. There's only 10-8 and 10-7s and stuff like that. Because you get three times, the fight is just over until we get to the finals or wherever. Yeah. So even though I wasn't paying attention because even though I'm looking at it, I was still talking about other stuff. I still figured it out based off of the score. All right. Wait, did they say that one of you guys is from? I think they said one of them was Korean. Because I saw KOR. I think that usually stands for Korean. Right with the next fight. Man, I hate myself right now because a good fight just happened and I'm up here not paying attention to anything. I'm not paying attention to what's going on. All right, let's go. This is the sixth fight, I believe. So the guy in the gray versus the guy in the purple and black. Oh my goodness, that dude looks massive. The guy in the gray looks massive. But the guy, I put pants in like, he's in target this Look at him. You know he got the biggest fucking like, look at the wall. Usually when he's that big for a fight, he's usually a front for the biggest fight. But no, that's a good fight. Like he had cut all the surface. Like one person I could think of who really did stuff like that was like there was the guy in MMA. You probably heard of him, Anthony Johnson or Rumble. Anthony or Rumble or whatever like that. They call Rumble Johnson. His first name is Anthony or whatever like that. That dude should have been at light heavyweight his whole entire career. This he would cut light heavyweight. You got to make 206. This man used to cut down to welterweight, which is 171. Right? 171. That's 35-pound weight class difference. And the thing is, if he had to cut to make 206 or 205 for a title fight or whatever like that, that means he walks around at least at a good 10 pounds over that. And I think he used to walk around like at 230. So this man was cutting literally, what's that? Almost 60 pounds to make 170. Because I think he walked around like at 230 or something, or 225. Kind of almost 60 pounds, if not more, a fight. All right, almost 50%, 46%. All right, yo, he's over 50% landing power shots. Look at that. He just tapped him in the body. Also, you can tell the difference with the strikes when people are massive for the weight class and stuff like that. Because that at the beginning of the fight, you saw that little body shot he gave him. It looked like it made him move back from just getting hit with it. It moved out the way of each other's punches right there. Okay. He's trying to back him into the ropes again. Smart. He's coming off the rope, ducking down and stuff. Nice shot to the side. He got him right back with another shot to the side. I go another one. He got him twice for trying to sidestep him. Those hooks to the head. Another hook to the body. Yeah, he is. He's big as heck because he is way shorter. You can just tell it by like the way their arms are looking and stuff like that. But he don't look like his arms are like that shorter. Nice, nice deflect. Open up his face for a punch. Yeah. He is a lot shorter, so he does have to be almost chest to chest to hit him with some of his better punches.
Stop.
He just ran him into the corner. He really just ran him into the corner. He just ran towards him and got him in the corner. Yeah, so I think it is on
Round three.
what's it called? Webtoons is called The Boxer, but you can also find it on manga. I mean manga reader or manga reader, and like there's 135 chapters of it so far, and where I'm on chapter 29. Yeah, so anime called it's a manga called The Boxer. I wish they would have put The Boxer on, made that to anime, but they made that what's it called? God of High School. Like, oh my goodness, like I read some of the freaking of the mana for it on YouTube and stuff like that. People uploaded it or whatever like that, but like I was like, I like the beginning of it because like I thought it was gonna be like similar to like what Baki and Ashura, King and Ashura was and stuff like that. Except for they got like it became like a shonen or whatever it's called, where like they got powers in the buildings and shit like that. And like I was like, oh man, no.
Five.
I thought it was just gonna be normal.
7. Box.
Not that there's a problem with that type of stuff because like One Punch Man and a couple other ones, I really like them and they have their stuff in there, but like I just thought like it would have been better without that stuff. But like I didn't really like read through it when I looked at it on YouTube or whatever. I was skipping past it to like the fighting, and like I was like, oh, that looks kind of okay and stuff like that. I didn't get to nothing where they were like started being shonen and stuff like that. Because my favorite shonen anime right now is, I think it's a Chinese one. I believe it's Chinese. The Outcast thing. H something Hitara Outcast the Outcast or something Hitara the Outcast. So that is actually pretty freaking good. Oh my goodness, that body shot. Do they still count even if it's at the bell? Because it never used to count at the bell for like what's the name for virtual pro wrestling 2. If you get hit at the bell, like the bell rings and you get hit,
Last round.
usually it don't count because it was after the bell or at the bell or whatever. Pretty sure in boxing it probably does count. This could be going like the last fight was going. Like one guy, he gets a knockdown or something, but the other guy just gonna piece him up throughout the fight. I'm pretty sure he won. He's gonna end up winning this because he definitely won that first round. He outstruck him throughout that first round and stuff. Yeah. But like I said, not really know too much of the ins and outs of boxing, like blocks and stuff like that, and slips and other stuff. They do matter in boxing with the judging and shit. Matters more so with the video game, cause like with video games, there's no fucking getting paid to throw the fight or say somebody won who shouldn't. Yeah, he definitely won. Guy in the purple guy get some knockdowns. I did get the knockout now. The last round was a 10-8. So the thing is, if you're gonna get knocked down, you rather get knocked down in the same round twice, versus two different rounds. Dang, he wasn't getting back up. I'm motherfucking big though. %. And then another guy. What was his stuff? Shit. Almost 300 punches, over 50%. I forget who was who though. Oh no. Whoever got to face him, good luck. Good luck. This motherfucker built like a tank. Good luck with that fight. Well, yeah, like I was saying, because like if you do the math, because it's simple math or whatever like that. Like think about it. 10, a 10-7, right? A 10-7 and a 10-9. Those two put together, those two put together gives you, what? Gives you a 20 and gives your opponent a night, 20 and gives your opponent a 16. Wait, no, they're the same exact thing. My bad. Yeah, because 7 and 9 still makes 16, and 7 and what's it called? And 8 and 8 still makes 16 as well. But you're actually down multiple rounds and stuff, right? Because like if you compare those two to like just losing the rounds and 10-9 both rounds or whatever like that, that's 2018 instead of 2016. So in order to catch back up, you would have to at least knock your opponent down once, or no, is it once or twice? Yeah, you'll have to knock down your opponent twice or whatever. Let me see something. You get knocked down 10-8, 3 rounds. Yeah, yeah, that is worse. Yeah, 10-8, 3 rounds versus 10-7 and 10-7 and 10-9. Yeah. Yeah, it's worse to get knocked down once per round than it is to get knocked down twice throughout the rounds and stuff. Because, like, let's say you did get knocked down 4 times or whatever like that. That's 24. Because that's 14, and then the 5th round, the 3rd round would be 20. What's the name? No, it's the same damn thing. Yeah, so you really get knocked down multiple times in the same round because you have 7 and 7 and 10. No, you have 7 and 7 and 9, and that'll give you 23, right? Versus 8, 8, 8. God damn it. Yeah, no, it's better. Yeah, it's worse, actually. Well, who knows? Who does it? I'm trying to figure out some shit that doesn't matter. at the moment. Unless you got knocked down, I would think people would want to know like if they're losing by. Because if you got knocked down in that round, you know automatically you lost the round. That's just the way boxing goes. If you get knocked down, you automatically lose the round. No matter how good you were doing, 9 times out of 10, that's how it goes. Like you could been whipping your opponent, but like if he knocks you down, it's just you lost the round. All right, this is the seventh fight. Damn, we're already
Round
over an
one.
hour. Well, the fighting has been good. All right. The guy in the blue is moving a little bit faster than the guy in the green and black. Their ring gear is actually pretty freaking good with their shorts and their boots and stuff. They're actually pretty good. Everybody got the generic gloves though, just the red ones, but that don't matter. What distinguishes you to me is the freaking what's the name? The ring attire, you know. So far, I still like the orange ones. Even though these green ones, it's not bad. Green's my favorite color, stuff like that. But like the orange ones were pretty dope. The orange and black. But his shoes are quite similar. That guy's and stuff. I think they're both similar because I think if he was just stand still for a second, like yeah, his stuff is black and what's the name, but he got the stripes. They both got stripes though on their shoes and stuff. Nice shot to the body, backing him up. Nice evasion of the strikes on both sides. They both land body shots. Nice overhand. Nice shot to the ribs. Nice sidestepping on both sides. Good one. "59 strikes landed. And he landed just 10 more. Okay.
Round
Probably
two.
win in favor of the blue corner. I mean the guy in blue, my bad. Well, he is in the blue corner. Because the other guy just came out the red corner. Like to me, I think would be cool for like a boxing game or something like that is like a live scoring thing, but like it use actual points. So like if you learn like this or that type of punch, depending on how much damage the punch does, because like with video game stuff like that, you can calculate the damage. Even if it does barely hit somewhere like that, you should still be able to like calculate the damage. Right. Then a little quick light cross will only do like certain amount of like damage or whatever like that, but like landing a strong or powerful one will give you, you know, probably twice or 3 times as much damage. And then like a little normal cross, if that lands, it'll do the same thing as like a hard jab or whatever with points. And that'll be a better way of doing the scoring system and stuff. And like, let's say blocks, you can either have them with plus or they can be negative. They can subtract points, from off of your opponent. That way, with the game, people won't just be throwing all wild and stuff like that. You, you'll you'll pay attention to how many punches you're throwing and like where you're throwing them and stuff like that. And also stamina is for like missing and stuff like that, or just throwing in general, throwing punches in general. Because the reason that it will be minus for blocking for your opponent instead of being plus for you, you get points for blocking stuff, is because like once you, because like we're talking about for a video game, so like once you're up in a fight, you just have to block and or whatever like that, and you could win. You'll just score points by just blocking without ever actually using offense. So that's why it would be like blocking would be
Round
minus points for
three.
your opponent versus you getting points. So like if you just block the whole time throwing around or something, you score nothing, but your opponent does get negative though. But you haven't gained no new points and stuff. However, and probably like you can't go below negative like 50 or whatever like that. That'll probably help. Something like that. Cause like to me, like I think video games, then implement what you do with the video games and put in like a realistic system for like actual like fighting be a good way of like improving like sports, especially like combat sports, like boxing, because boxing has, the whole freaking thing is, with like if almost every boxer who's the champ, they fight at home, bro. Unless they're unless like they're both champions, and then they'll probably fight in Vegas or something in a neutral setting or something. Mostly everybody fights at home if they're the champ. That's why you'll see a lot of certain types of boxers like taking fights against people because they want to fight at home and stuff like that. Where the judges are nicer and stuff like that, and like you more likely to get the decision. Wait, why is that corner purple? That one's red. The other one I believe was purple. It wasn't blue. Oh, purple. I wonder if you could design your own ring. I probably would. However, I know a lot of games you can do that. You know. Oh, there's another boxing game, but I haven't talked about it in a while, which is called Prize Fighters 2. Yeah, you can do simulations for that as well. I was thinking of doing like a tournament thing or something like that for that game. That game is actually pretty cool as well. I think there's like certain characters you have to play the game or pay to unlock them probably.
Last round.
I don't think the rounds that you go the whole 3 minutes. They're probably going like 2.5 or something or 2 minutes. Who wants it more? Every time I be watching like any type of combat sport now, because like I'm not the type of person who be like, oh man, they're not doing nothing because of this, that, and the other. That's what you do with like once you, when you just watch it just to watch it. But once you start trying to figure out what the heck they're doing, or you listen to people who actually know what's going on, like if you want to get more informed about boxing, like there's several YouTube channels you can look at and stuff like that. But a good way I found out more about boxing, or maybe started wanting to research more with boxing, with looking up stuff on YouTube and online and stuff, was this this anime, which is what this game was made from. Makeda Ippo was a good show, especially at the beginning. The whole thing is great, but I'm talking about the very beginning was like It was great because like you saw like how he started off and stuff like that, and like how he eventually grew and stuff like that. Like, cause that stuff was cool as heck. Especially like this dude learned how to jab better by just like having trees fall out of a leaves. I said having trees fall out of a leaf. God damn it.
Stop.
Having leaves fall out of a tree and like he'll just throw his hand out like in a jabbing motion to snatch the leaves and stuff, and you'll see how many he can catch before all the leaves fall to the ground. That's pretty cool. They got something like that with boxing anyway. Like you got like a little scarf thing, and you toss it in the air, and you gotta catch it or something. They also have it with like a, they throw like tennis balls to the fighter. Either you're punching them or you're catching them as they're throwing them at you. You gotta catch them or punch them. Oh, yo! Majority decision goes to the blue corner. Somebody had it even. Wow. Usually it's unanimous with this stuff, but that was pretty good to see and pretty cool. Alright. We got these two guys. Oh, they're both from Thailand. Okay. This should be interesting. But them both being from Thailand doesn't mean they got the same thing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying both from the same country. Probably already happened before. We probably already saw two Thailand fighters fight each other. I just don't remember it. And that's on me because like when I be watching stuff, it's not that I'm bored. I start talking about other stuff, but trying to like let people know about other things while they're watching this. That they may also be interested in or to learn more about it. You know. All right. They're about even right now as far as those two. Not really. He's winning another counter shot because you just saw right there. He keeps on selling it.
One, two, three, four, five, six,
That wasn't the worst jab down you
seven.
can have
Box.
because when they drop to a knee, they usually get up for the 7 count. They fall all the way out, they go try to get up at 8. And if you get knocked out most of the time, you usually get up at like 8 or 9. Oh no. That was bad. That last shot was pretty hurtful. Why was he still allowed to hit him? I thought once your knee or your glove touch the ground, that's a knockdown.
Five,
You saw him, he was still allowed to punch him
seven.
even after
Box.
his glove touched the ground and stuff.
Stop.
I see that with actual boxing and stuff like that. Like what is it? The Zone. DAZN. I be watching the highlights on there for boxing matches when they come up. Also, PBC
Round
on
two.
Fox or whatever. When they do have the fights on Fox, I be watching them and stuff. Cause like I think Golden Boy and who else is what's the other promotion? Golden Boy. Top Rank is with ESPN, but it's Golden Boy and dang it, what's the other thing? Matchroom Boxing, yeah, Matchroom. They be having their stuff on what's the thing on the Zone and stuff. They be having their fights on the Zone. I like them having it on the Zone because even though I don't use the Zone, the app or wherever the subscription thing is, they be having the highlights for all the fights and stuff on there and stuff like that. It'd be pretty cool to watch the fights and stuff like that, the highlights for them. Oh my goodness. Will he not let him fall? He's a menace.
One,
He is
two, three,
like, yo, he's knocked
four,
out already. But you
five,
see him.
6, 7, 8. Box.
Okay, so it's not once you're standing. Once you look coherent enough, then they'll start the fight. Cause his hands was up and everything, but he wasn't looking coherent. Once he was like really knew what he was doing, then they just let it continue. This is just as bad as MMA to me. With like look how people get knocked out and stuff like that. Because this reminds me so much of anime. I mean, not anime, but MMA. Where like like
6,
you can hit the ground and pound. Like
box.
these motherfuckers can hit ground and pound while you're standing. Because they're just pounding your head and while you're standing and stuff. And it's so much worse because like you see people get hit with like 3 or 4 punches as they're falling down in slow mo. Like you're falling in slow mo, but they're still punching at the same speed.
Technical knockout.
There was nothing technical about that. That was an actual knockout. Yo, good fight though. Yeah, he just kept on getting him with the counters, and then he just said, I'm just gonna take it to him and just get him out of there. 'Cause that's how the first knockdown came. The first two came that way. He was just doing better with the countering and like just kept on throwing the jab out there. But I wouldn't know because of one, don't know the ins and outs of all this stuff, and on top of that, yeah, we're gonna do this because we have to save it right there. Boom. But we're also gonna try to see if we can save it with the actual game. Yep. Let's see how much space we got. Okay, so tournament, and then we can delete some of this. That'll be good enough to put right there. Because I want to see if we go back on there, if it's still going to be on there. Alright, now we can save it again. Because I was just trying to make sure that it was going to save on here and stuff like that. So we can go out of the game. Let's see if we go back into the game and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, I gotta go from the start of the game. No, because we do that. If we use this, it's just gonna take us straight into the thing. I want to see if it'll allow us to load it up once we get on here and stuff. Yeah. All right. We definitely have it on there, so it's definitely saved on there. So that's actually pretty cool. We got that stuff saved on there, so we don't gotta worry about that. Yeah, so to the next one. Hope you enjoy. Like, share, subscribe. This was the round of 16, tournament number 1 for Victorious Boxers 2, the Makita Ippo on the PS2. Yeah, and this is how we're gonna continue to have the matches, dude. Because yo, we had one fight went the distance, and a couple of them got to the fourth round or whatever like that. I don't know how to balance it out more and stuff like that. Cause like if, cause like the thing is like you can't like I can't have it where like speed is like, I mean not speed but like what's it power is like super low and then speed and endurance are way higher and stuff, but as you see on the game, like speed and power, like people are still getting knocked down like round 1 and round 2 and stuff like that, or the beginning of round 2 and stuff, getting knocked down multiple times in round 1s and stuff. So like power is not really too much of a factor with the game because it depends on the character. And then you look at speed or whatever like that. You saw how fast that one dude was punching. I think he was in the third fight, I believe. You saw how fast he was punching. So that's not really too much of a factor. And then endurance was the only thing that was really playing a factor. Because like if I had the stuff on here or set it up to have endurance as high as possible, almost all these fights would no fight would went to the distance. I'm pretty sure no fight would went the distance. No matter how evenly matched people were, none of the fights were gonna go to the distance. So that's what it is. And like, who knows which one of these fights could have went to the distance had we not have the 3 knockdown rule? Because at least 2 or 3 matches, we had 3 knockdowns in them in a single round, and that ended the fight. So yeah. So yeah, for the foreseeable future, this is what we'll have, and like, I don't know, I may create some characters and stuff like that, because I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure the game probably does have like signature moves and stuff like that for characters. I'll have to look that up with with the what's it called, the game frag stuff for GameSpot. Have to look that up and see if like like do certain characters have like certain like move sets and stuff. I would go back on the game real quick and just check that out, but like no, we're gonna have been on here for an hour and a half, but that was the round of 16. You know, that was the round of 16. So there was 8 matches. You know, All right, so until the next one, like I said before, like, share, subscribe. Hope you enjoy. To the next one later, and peace out. And this would, and I am Puppo on one. Yeah, later.